Hello students, welcome to class 10th. I am your Gracie ma'am. Today we are going to start our civics chapters. The first chapter, the Union Legislature. The Union Legislature is also called the Union Parliament. So we all know that in olden days the king was ruling the country. The king was ruling his kingdom and he was the head of the government. But in modern world we have democratic form of government. So we follow democratic form of government in India, and this government functions through distinct wings of the government. Which are those distinct wings? So we call this as three important organs of the government. What are those? It is legislature, executive and judiciary. So make note of it. Three organs of the government is legislature, executive and judiciary. Now legislature is the lawmaking wing, executive is the governing wing and judiciary is dispensing justice. We know that India is the largest democratic country in the world. So as such, our constitution provides a federal system of government. What system of government do we follow? We follow federal system of government. Now, what is this federal system? In federal system, the powers are divided between the state government and the central government. Okay, so that we say it as a federal system. Under federal system, we have two types of federation. The first one is holding together federation. The second one, coming together federation. Now, what is holding together federation? In holding together federation, a large country like India, it divides its powers between the states and the central government. Okay, so you can take the example of India itself. We have the central government and we have also the state government. However, the central government will be having the more power than the state government. So next is coming together federation. So under coming together federation, here the various constituent states will come together and they form the federation. Here the states come on their own to form a federation. For example, you can take USA, that is United States of America. Here each states will have their own powers, that of the central government. Now let's see our constitution's federal features. The first one is, it is partly rigid and partly flexible. You all know that our constitution is a written constitution. As such, it is partly rigid. What it means partly rigid? It is very difficult to bring some of the amendments in the constitution. Keep in mind some of the amendments. And partly flexible. That means it is very easy in some cases to amend the constitution, to change the existing law. The second feature is the union and the state governments derive their authority from the constitution. Okay, so the union as well as the state governments receive or they have the right to run the administrations, and these rights are given from the constitution. So either of the governments shall not go against the constitution. The third point is, Supreme Court is the final interpreter of the constitution. What it means? So we all studied that in our previous classes, that Supreme Court is the guardian of the constitution. So as such, if any disputes comes between the union government and the central state government or between the states government, so it is the Supreme Court who takes up the cases. Next we'll move on to the topic what is parliament? What is parliament? Parliament means the legislative organ of the government. So students, keep in mind, questions can be asked, what is parliament? For 1 mark questions. So the answer is parliament means the legislative organ of the government. So in the parliament we have the president, the council of states, that is Rajya Sabha, and the Lok Sabha, that is the house of people. Okay, so here also you can expect the question, what are the 3 constituents of the parliament? Okay, it means the president and Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay, now the members of either of the houses, that is Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, are called as MPs. You might have heard about this, right? What is the full form of MP? So it is member of the parliament. Okay, and the parliament has to meet at least twice in a year. So we'll see this in brief in the further explanations. Worksheet for the day. First question, name the 3 organs of the government. Second question, define the term parliament. Third question, name the 3 constituents of the parliament. Children, just recall these answers from the lessons that you have listened. Thank you. We will see in the next class.